Hey, I'm Jeremy McComb, and you are watching Making the Video for my new single, Wagon Wheel, on Parallel Records. Check it out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wagon Wheel was written by Bob Dylan and Ketch Secor from Old Crow Medicine Show. And actually it's pretty cool because Bob Dylan wrote the chorus about 30 years ago for a movie that was being made in Mexico. And Ketch Secor from Old Crow Medicine Show found the chorus and did the instrumentation and wrote the lyrics around it. So it's actually, for Ketch from Old Crow, it's a co-write with Bob Dylan 30 years in between the lyrics and the chorus, so it's pretty cool, man. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey. My dad was a professional touring musician. He played with Farron Young and played with David Frizzell a little bit, did some studio stuff with Waylon Jennings, and so I grew up, my mom played, my dad played, my brother played, and so I grew up really playing and being around that my whole life. The first family, was really at home, and then the second family was my dad's band, growing up, and so, man, by the time I was 7 or 8, I was spending more time sleeping behind my dad's amp in bars and honky-tonks than I ever was at school, or anything like that, and I don't really know if I knew it at the time, but there's nothing that I've ever wanted to do other than this. I mean,
you knew that was going to be the thing.
Absolutely. Well, my first time into Nashville was with Cable Guy. I'd been tour managing Cable Guy for a while, and so we came into town and we did a couple nights at the Ryman, and we had a day or two off, and so we spent it here in Nashville walking around and seeing the sights and going through just the history of this town, and it's such a great city, and it's so historical when it comes to country music, and so we ended up going to Tootsie's one night where Willie Nelson got a start, and Chris Christopherson and Roger Miller and those guys used to live upstairs and write songs, and so we went in there one night, and Cable Guy was like, hey man, you got get up and jam with the band for a little bit. So I got up and jammed, and I didn't know it at the time, but Cable Guy had set up for Bobby Cudd, a really big agent from Monterey Peninsula, to come down and check it out, and he was there and liked what he saw, said he wanted to work with me, and so that was kind of the first step of me getting hooked up with JP and Bobby Cudd, and going to Spartanburg with Paul Riddle from the Marshall Tucker Band, and starting this record. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, anyway. Well, when we went up to shoot the video, we shot it on location in Richmond, Kentucky, Winchester, Kentucky, and around Lexington, and and I pulled up into the only hotel in town in the Days Inn, and pulled up where I met Lark and Jason and his crew that worked on this video. And Lark is a very odd guy who wears Elvis sunglasses and tucks his pants into his boots with a look that is so cool that I could certainly never pull off, but he certainly does. And so it was very cool and very just a great vibe about the whole video. Most of the cast in the video are Lark's friends and family and people that he knew around the town, and the reason that we shot it in Kentucky is that's where our director Lark Watts is from, and so he knew the town inside and out, and kind of all the cool places and cool people that would really enhance the feel and stay true to this song.
Working on the video Wagon Wheel has been a great pleasure. First of all, as a director, you love working with a real country artist, and Jeremy McComb is definitely that. My entire crew loved the song. It was one of those things where everybody that's heard the song loved it, and so I definitely wanted to write a treatment for it that would stay true to the song, yet tell a little bit of a different story than what the singer's telling. And I think we did that. We approached it with a lot of humor, and on the set, it was the entire time, these 18, 19, 20-hour days flew by because we just had such a ball. I think people are going to really like the video. We used, instead of using professional actors, for the most part, I used friends, family, people who I thought would stay really true to the roles. And I think it comes across, you know, that we had a blast on the shoot, and it was just an extreme pleasure. You know, I feel very lucky to be the director on this particular video.
The first shot is at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's freezing outside. There's rain kind of coming and going, and I'm in a convertible with a t-shirt on, with two kind of heavy metal rocker looking guys, and as we're doing it, you know, they're like, all right, looks good now. When we get to this part, I want you to push his face into the heavy metal guy's armpit. So I don't know if it's the greatest way to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, but everything was cool after a couple of Red Bulls. There's actually a part of the video that we shot in an old billiard hall where I'm sitting at the bar and singing the verses to the song, when a guy just kind of like off the street walked in and and sat down next to me and ordered a beer and was just acting like this was an everyday occurrence and that he sees this every time he goes into Taylor's Billiards to have a cold one, you know. And so it was so funny, we kept it in the video just because of how authentic it looked, because it was. I mean, it was real. It was a guy coming in and having a beer when he got off work, and and it just really fit the whole vibe of everything that was going on in the video, so we kept it in. The thing about Cable Guy is he turns from redneck to grandma. When we were on our way from the airport to his house, I got this message from him. He left when we were on the airplane that was like, hey everybody, this is Larry, the Cable Guy, just calling, know you're on your way up here, so I bought y'all a bunch of sandwiches for the crew. So it was just, it was unbelievable for him to do it, number one, and he's just done so much for me, I could never thank him enough for it. So that's the story behind making the video of Wagon Wheel. It's out on Parallel Records. Check it out. I hope you enjoy it. We'll see you next time.
Did you do all that to his face?
She did. She did a very good job. She's quite the little artist.
Sorry, it's gotta go.